All right, we should be live then. All right. There we go. All right, hello everyone and welcome. I am your host, the Desert Fox. It is Monday. You know what that means? It's time for the Desert Fox stream. We got episode 33 of Railroader. We're gonna be co-oping. I've got Sir JJ.
Hello.
And I've got the Gizmo of the Gizmos. Thank you.
Hello.
You put her on the spot there, didn't you?
Yeah, had to fuck with her a little bit. But yes, tonight
Quick,
we will
type
be...
something really quick.
I gotta keep her typing strength, you know. But
Hello,
yes,
you
tonight...
slut monkey.
Tonight... Oh, me and JJ will be running trains. I think Gizmo might be joining us, and we'll be running a new day. We're wrapping up a little bit of the end of the last sessions we did last week, and we're going to be moving on to the next day, the next adventure. We have quite a little bit of some complicated odds and ends to do, and without further ado, we're going to get to it. So let me pick up right where we left off. So it is now 9:25 on day 42. We'll start as always. I'm going to give you your daily report here. The day 41 to day 42 report. We set a new record in passenger fares, and most importantly, in passenger wages, and freight income. We broke $40,000. In fact, we set a new record of about 44. That's like a hair over $44,000, about 44.1. And I couldn't be happier with everyone's efforts and work. And we've got the safety rating up, and as you can see, and everything is starting to smooth itself out. As far as the Profitron, we're sitting at about $28,241 in the bank. I just somehow, excuse me, I somehow supposedly just spent close to $10,000 in fuel. I hear a bald eagle screaming in the background in the distance somewhere. There's an American joke there somewhere. And as far as the progressing milestones that are left, we have the signals to Topton. Those cars are in. And the fueling stand in Andrews is in. Where are we right now? Well, I am sitting outside of Dillsboro, on the east side of Dillsboro at the light. Kind of blew by it by a car length by accident. But I am sitting here waiting on Sir JJ to clear this cut of GLR or outbound cars so I can come into the yard with the inbounds. And that's where we're picking up. These are the last two jobs we do for the till we hit midnight and we get those passenger trains running. And we get the mandatory service out of the way.
9001, 9002, are you?
Yes, I am in the pair of over 9,000.
Right, easy. Perfect. In that case, how many you got behind you there?
I am 21 cars. Also, Tweak
easy.
says over 9,000. And I have a hydrate from the Gizmo, so thank you, Frau Gizmo.
You should have a clear
I'm
aspect
just waking
now.
up. I still need to get some train coffee and some other train things that go up other things where the sun doesn't shine.
What?
Can you repeat that?
No, I
I'm
heard
just
the
waking
words.
up. I still need to get some train coffee and some other train things that go up other things where the sun doesn't shine.
Oh. Handle your business.
You're clear, by the way. You're not even near a signal. Come on.
I was giving you ample space. I was adhering to logical.
Logical would be sitting yourself somewhere where you can see the signal. So when it goes green, you can go,
Ample space.
I got a green
What
signal.
does that even mean?
Lots of space. Plenty of space. A sufficient quantity of space.
Yes. depending on how he wanted to move that cut, I wanted to make sure that I wasn't in his way.
Basically, the decision I made was that I'm not going to move it. I'm just going to put you on the other track, and I'm going to move out afterwards because you're in my way now, and I can't go that way.
Oh, yeah. I did just realize that.
So-
I'm in your way.
Yes, basically.
By trying to not be in your way, I'm in your way. So yes, most of these cars that we brought in, this was a scheduled service that surprise hit us at about 7:45, about an hour 45 ago, I would say. When do these cars come in? It'll actually tell me. I just go over here, operations. Yeah, about
Every
an hour
time
40.
I think of Ample,
About an
I
hour
think of
49
anal.
ago.
Like somebody's really trying to gap that train.
And yeah, so we just kind of, taking it in stride with this, and a lot of these cars, these back 8, are all fuel cars. That's why there are like 8. Yeah, pretty much all of these cars are fueling cars, going to fueling destinations. That's why their color arrangement is so rainbowy. And then yes, the rest of this mess is just scattered shitlins that need to go around the line. But I think what we're gonna do is wait for the next Silva interchange train outbound or coming in, so the 4 o'clock, and then we'll add those cars to these and send them on down.
Oh, you're pushing, rightio. Oh, you, right.
Yeah. These
Accident
I had
was-
to bring Big Willie and Large Marge back because they were trapped. Remember? So yeah.
Well, it's not that. It's just that you flipped the switch just as I was about to flip the switch, so I accidentally flipped the switch. I renormalized it.
Oh fuck! I didn't flip the switch at all.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Somebody did.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Oh no.
wasn't me.
I'm on the
And
point.
you-
I'm on the point. We're good.
Yeah,
Hello, Sir Tweak 1234567
hey, Tweet.
I am. Yep.
Yeah,
I'm.
keep going. Don't stop.
Am I going backwards now? I am going backwards now. Shit. No, go forwards. Go forwards, girls. Sorry. Morning coffee.
I don't know if Big Willie's a girl.
That's true. It's ubiquitous.
Unless she's pre-operation trans.
Yeah, that's just true. Can't assume. It's 2024. That American
She
tradition
has
of just associating all mechanical machinery to
She
Both
has a big
JJ and
penis.
Sir Fox are having tweaking issues if you get the tweaking pun.
yeah, tweak. No, it's just morning coffee. It takes a couple of minutes, It takes a couple minutes for me to get
Yeah, probably
get the
best.
cobwebs thrown off from the Monday. You spend all day doing nothing, chilling at home and doing housework, and randomly at 9 o'clock at night you go to work. All right, and the girls are just about ready to get out of the way. I'm gonna put these guys in the yard.
You're gonna have to wait because the set that's going to the interchange is found in the post at the other end. By 2 cars.
Okay. Well, I'm
So,
just
yeah.
getting the engines out of the way, and then I'm gonna.
But yeah,
once
you
you're out of
find
there,
where you are there.
I will wait till you're out of
Yeah.
the yard with that.
If
Yep,
you
you're
can push it forward a fraction,
about 2 car lengths.
another half a car length.
Gotcha. Oh no, it says stop, switch, stop, or switch
Yeah,
against.
I know. You're gonna have to do it manually.
Oh, okay. All right. Let me go take a look. How much space do I really have? Okay. Oh, I got like.
Well, actually, no. Leave it there because we're not gonna leave the locomotives there.
It makes me think if cobwebs are technically bulletproof when it's woven together, aka like Kevlar, then if you ate spiderwebs, would it technically kill you because it's slicing your intestines? I would be some really stringing poop.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Giz. What did I miss?
Which one's the lead? Big Willie. Big Willie's in charge. All right, I'm taking control of Big Willie.
Okay. I will relinquish control.
Spiderwebs are technically stronger than steel.
Yes. Relative to the same diameter.
Do you know what I just realized? Someone parked Boko and Victoria into the shed, coupled up.
Yes, because I needed to get them out of the way.
That is kind of cutely ingenious.
It fits, so fucking...
Fits. If it fits, it ships. Alright, I have Big Shunt selected.
Why are you... No need for that. Alright, just manual... That's
If only I
fine,
can get
Big
JJ to
Willie.
do the same thing with me.
Rouge. Potato. Why? No wonder. Where's the wheel? There's the wheel. No. Oh, for fuck's sake. Stop putting the handbrake on locomotives. Use the tender.
Sorry.
Locomotives don't have handbrakes. Tenders do. Now I can actually get it to fucking move.
Also, bitching him for not opening up the lids.
Yeah, I am infamous for that. I will openly admit I am infamous for not putting the lids on. I've been better at it, though. Off camera, I have been better at it. So, as long as I apply it to here, we're okay.
Okay, BRBI, I'm going to get some waking up juice.
Take your time. Just observe the engines being run around.
Yup.
I'll start building the morning trains here at Dillsboro. So I
Yup.
kind of have an idea for this. If you're willing to humor me. So as far as the Sylvia / Dillsboro side of this.
Silver, yeah.
Yeah, Sylvia. I know I keep doing it. What if we tried to do the shunting for this side of the, this interchange down here at this yard? As we did before. And just...
What do you mean?
Like, pretty much how we are doing it right now. Like, as we did before. I guess what I'm spitballing here. So...
You're suggesting that we do what we're already doing.
Is for this interchange, but the Andrews interchange we would probably still have to bring to Bryson, which, man, that doesn't make any sense. Yeah, never mind. Sorry. I was trying to make it work and I needed to say it out loud, and I couldn't make it work in my own mind, so yeah, it's not gonna work. Never mind. We'll just bring all, back to what we were doing. Sorry. He chortles to himself. Of course it wasn't gonna fucking work. Oh, I got you. Wait, what the fuck?
Right, that's all lined.
I was about to say, why is it telling you it's not lined? Oh, maybe it's further up the line. Okay. Because I was like looking right at the point that it's about to cross over. I'm like, why are you screaming at us? It shouldn't be.
What, are you still spectating? Not, are you still spectating Big Willie?
No. I'm on. I have big shunt selected now, and I'm still sitting here in the yard. I was watching. I'm watching you do pull out, basically. God, that sounds really bad out of context. And I was trying to figure out which points
I
it was.
wasn't aware that was a spectator sport, but okay, here we are.
Yeah, here we are. But yeah, no, I was trying to figure out what points were screaming at you, and that's why I was like, oh, I'll go take a look.
Don't worry about what points are screaming at me.
Later, boys. Alright, now that he's pulled up out of here. We can commence with shunting operations.
Oh, yeah.
Damn it. So yes, over the course of the last week, and maybe as you heard in last week's streams, my voice was really weak, and I had to take a couple days off, here and there and everywhere. Voice is a lot stronger this week, and it is back. It's not fully back. Still can't do a lot of my projections, my projection voice, any of that stuff. But I'm hopeful here in the next couple of days, things will get corrected. And now, seeing as this isn't that big of a train when it's all said and done, maybe. Now reverse 20 cars. All right. We'll get these shunting things moving. All right. We got. Look, can we call Locust Pins superintendent or business manager, because they're gonna need to start paying us for how much of the trackage they're using to store their freight cars.
No, we can negotiate the marriage. It's not a conversation that most transport companies want to have with their clients, because clients will just go, okay, let's find another transport company.
Yeah, this is true.
Of course, it's different with rail. I mean, they're going to not be able to find another transport company for rail, but they'll just go, well, we'll just use trucks.
Yeah. That was a insane fuel cost. I was just thinking about this. That's the most amount of money I think in one day I've spent on fuel in comparison to the rest of the time I've played this save. Like combined.
Where is fuel silver interchange? Silver interchange, $9,880. That is indeed an amount. Why are we stopping?
The words I'd like to use are fucking insane. And the crazy thing is, I think I have a couple of cars at Nantahala, and I think you have one of the Dillsboro and one of the East Whittier cars.
I believe I only have one Dillsborough car. I don't think I have any East Whittier cars here. Oh no, yep, there is one. There's sitting in the middle, because of course it is. I put one at the end. Having the fuel cars, the owned GLR cars, sitting at the end is the best practice. Try not to leave them in the middle, because they don't move position when the interchange is served, which means that they'll block a whole heap of cars when the next set sets in.
Gotcha.
So try and put them at the extreme end of the train.
We kind of
on
want
the
them
back
in the.
preferably.
We almost want them in the quote unquote, and I'm putting quotes around this, what I'm about to call it, but the fouling zone.
Yeah, you want them right on the edge of the yellow bit.
Cool. Gotcha. I'll get them a bit more organized next time.
Yeah, do better.
Yes. I can't. Gizmo joins, and then it's payment for.
We're getting paid for Gizmo joining.
That could not have been timed better. Hi, Gizmo.
Am I out of fucking sync already? Oh, that's absolutely perfect. Guess which car gets cut off that was in the middle?
No shit. Did I accidentally set that up
I
perfectly.
joined because I'm waiting for my payment, so I need you guys to pay me.
But wait, what?
You've accidentally fucked it up in such a way that when I cut the cars and shunt this back onto the next road next to it, the two GLR cars will be sitting right next to each other.
See, there are no
fuck
fuck ups. There's just happy accidents. Oh, and here comes the mama cat. Big bad mama cat. I like how it says Silva Interchange Freight 2190. Freight Silva Interchange 280. They're just like, we can't pay you for what you brought. We can't pay what we gave you for that other lot. Also, welcome Gizmo. Welcome to the night shift on the GLR. All right, there we go.
No, that was the wrong one. Oh, I don't know.
It's always the wrong one. Whatever one you're thinking it is, it's the wrong one.
That didn't matter. I accidentally uncoupled one car too far back.
Ah.
But what the worst that could happen?
It feels very strange going to a server, because here I'm going from 110 frames per second, and when I join the server, I am literally locked to 20 and 30. It's quite strange. That should never cause me to have low FPS. That's fucking weird.
It might
That
be.
is fucking weird.
It is fucking weird. JJ, are you? Would you say you're roughly about 30 FPS right now?
I don't know, because I don't have an FPS counter on my screen.
Fair enough. Alright, so JJ, if you want, you can bring
Yeah.
Large Marge and Big Willie back down the line to Dillsborough Yard.
If I want.
If you'd like. I'll top them up, service them, wait for the morning train, and then I will, I got another engine
I might
ready to
have
go
a
for
theory of this issue.
nighttime train.
Thank you for your permission, boss.
I'm brainstorming ideas. I'm sorry. I'm running more Yardmaster than I am President. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Just to
Spitballing.
let you know, I'm already on the way.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. I got you routed.
And that's there. There's a few things for there.
I'm trying to roleplay the accommodating
But
Yardmaster.
wait until shit goes in. 6515 is probably ready to go. Pardon me.
Good one.
I've set it up for all stations and it's copied to things and it's loading up.
Okay.
Passengers.
I will probably will the Burks get here before 6515? Yes, they will. Okay, cool. Means I can get them in the yard. Alright, sweet. Alright, there we go. Can't see shit at night. That's okay.
Blind fuck.
What's that?
Just calling you a blind fuck.
Oh, yeah. 100%. For my own personal blindness, if I could have my way with this, with the way the lighting system would work on this railroad, it would be a... Just Google what any major U.S. city's highway system looks like at night. City of Chicago, for example, has pretty much almost every mile of its expressways completely lit for like 100 miles in each direction.
Sure. We do have the technology of streetlights here as well.
Yes. Ha ha ha. What I'm saying
I mean,
is...
it does sound like that's where you were going with it.
No.
We've got lighting on our roads.
No. What I'm saying is I want lighting like that on my railroad.
Oh, rightio.
I am El Presidente, and I am calling you electric companies. The electric companies are going to get a phone call, be like, hey, Tiffany, have you been getting a call go by, like, voicemails from a guy going by El Presidente? What a fucking loon.
You're the one that insists on being called El Presidente. That wasn't my suggestion. I love how the GLR 1321, the tank car, is just in the yellow zone.
I love it. Yeah, because I feel... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, oops.
It's nowhere near the actual diesel fueling bunker.
No. It's because the other coal car goes where that space is.
Sort of. I mean, they're not touching each other. The spaces are next to each other. I mean,
this is true.
it just means the hose going from the bottom of the tank to the inlet of the bunker is longer.
So I'm working on building here a cute little local through drag drop effort thing.
Every time.
Well, I mean it's 4, 2, 2, and like 5. Did we really want to allocate a bunch of engines for running 2 cars? I mean, I'll do it. I don't fucking care. It's your call.
Depends on where they're going.
4. All right. 4 for Andrew's Calling Tower. 2 for Alarka.
Oh, yeah.
2 for Bryson. What will be...
Yeah, that little thing. But there is also...
1 for Ella. And then 1. And then 6 for East Whittier.
There's a couple of Andrews interchange at Paperboard Tannery.
Oh, spastics. I didn't even think of that now. Yeah, the cars are going to want to go to the far end.
Yeah, and you will also get stuff from Andrews Interchange for Parsons Tannery Silver Paperboard. And you will get stuff for Snowbird Paper from Silver, to and from. Or you can just do what I did.
That just made me second guess my entire shunting of this train now.
I have entirely turned off Andrews Interchange as an interchange. So everything goes to and from Silver. So I basically have 1 freight train a day now.
6,303 on his hip arriving Cochrane Station.
Okay. Now you're making me want to do it. You're making me want to cancel that interchange train, but I got engines down there now.
Yeah, you run however you want because I'm dealing with high power, low quantity of locomotives, and I'm usually running ECL by myself. So I've simplified it as much as possible. I've turned off all contracts apart from the largest ones. I've got Snowbird Paper, Robertson Gap, East Whittier, Sawmill, and Silver Paperboard, Parsons Tannery. All of the ones that have captured freight plus Robinson Gap because it's such a high volume.
Why wouldn't we go to Robinson Gap?
Yeah, why wouldn't you go to Robinson Gap? So I've made sure that I've kept that one open. Although I mean, shit, how much do you really get paid for it? You get paid for it $71.
Yeah, I go to the Gap because each of those
Each
cars
to
is,
140.
you know,
Yeah, per car you make about $140.
what at Gap?
Yeah, because it's regular freight, so
That's
about
true.
$140. $70 each way.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's not bad. And then you know, if you times it by
why are
30,
we going backwards? I did not shift that way.
you know, if you're going 30, doing 30, 40 cars, that very quickly adds up. And we're at that point where when the big interchange hits and the Gap has nothing, it's about 30, 40 cars. I still haven't seen the big, like, 60 car manifests coming out of, like, going into Robinson Gap where there's so many cars that they can't physically store. Like, you have to store the spares in the loading track or the loaded track. I haven't seen any of that yet, but I mean, I think the most I've done.
6303 on his hip departing Cochrane Station.
Acknowledge 6303. All right. I spent the money to put the coal cars down there, and I already put the engines. I already allocated freight power down there. I'm going to try with the next interchange day to run Andrews, and if it's just a pain in my dick, then I'm gonna turn that sumbitch off and just go run all the cars through Silva.
No, it won't be that bad. I did it. I did it specifically the way I did, just so I can have one interchange. It's for you having two interchanges would be good.
Okay. How's your colon going over there? Holy shit. These things just gobble up coal. Okay, there we go. Well, hi, Big Mama Cat. Yes, come on. Come on. Yeah, you can come up here. Alright, so do we want to take these Andrews cars with the rest of this, like, little unit train thing I'm building? Or do we want to leave the Andrews cars from the other ones? Alright.
"6303" on his hip arriving Alarka Junction.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
What did you do now?
Well, because the way that the warm column dips into the tender, I thought it had finished filling on the other one, and turns out I'd stopped at 4,000 gallons too early. So I'm going to have to put another 4,000 gallons in it.
Oh, lordy. Oh, yeah, shit. I just thought about the pulpwood train. Excuse me. God. Right, taking a sip of water.
"6303" on his hip departing Alarka Junction.
I was incorrect. It isn't 4,000 gallons that I need to put in. It's 5,000 gallons.
Jesus. Acknowledge, Gizmo.
Because
Acknowledge 6303. Blah, 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 blah. Acknowledge
Exactly.
6303. English will kick in eventually. All right.
"6303" on his hip, arriving Hemingway Station.
Knowledge 6303. All right. Push that forward about 10 more car lengths. All right. Mr. JJ, your next. Well, the next train's ready.
Yep, thank you very much.
It is a local. It's a drag and drop type of affair, but
Local? I
Eh.
can't do local. I'm too good for that. That's beneath me. Apparently so, being able to say things. Which one is it? There it is there. 1, 2, 3, 4 loads pinned. Still feeling this.
alright, we're in first person mode now. Because I haven't actually been in the cab of one of these big beautiful bitches. Oh, wow.
Anything currently in Locust Peak? Yes, there's 4.
"6303" on his hip, departing Hemingway Station.
3 coming out. Yeah, okay. There. Technically, we could have fallen if I punch him up. 2.
Yeah. I'll ride shotgun on this one.
Right. While you're doing that,
Doing what exactly?
never. Well, what are you doing?
Putting myself in the cab of 9001. I want to do a ride along. I'm also building my Sylvia paperboard train. Which, if I am not mistaken, I could do. Yes. I can pretty much do all of this. Right now. There it is. All right.
Yeah, what I was going to ask you is if you could swap NW21575 and NYONW1952 around.
Where is that at?
At the other end of the train that you're currently in control of. Because you've got Locust Pin, Locust Pin, Locust Pin, Dillsborough Fuel, Locust Pin.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, good point. I see.
They're going to have to get put together at some point anyway.
Yep, I'll fix that real quick.
Might as well do it now.
Well, how did that little bastard get there? See, when a mommy freight car and a daddy freight car love each other very much.
Came from the into my change.
Yeah, I figured I'd do a little ride along with you. Add a little first person, you know. Experience to the. I actually really enjoyed the other night when me, you, and homie were me, you, and Ford were just riding around doing the shunting. That was a lot of fun, actually. Oh, ye bastard.
Alright. That's it. So they're ready to go.
Alright.
Now, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to have to go for a short while. And I will hopefully be back at some point very, very soon.
Alright. Misclick there. You are A-OK, friend. Alright, so it just leaves me and Miss Gizmo. set the station track. Gizmo, so you're aware, I'm releasing the other passenger train. It's got to get rolling to get out of your way. All right. All right.
6303 on his hip, arriving Bryson Station.
Alrighty. Hear you loud and clear, Miss Gizmo. And Miss Gizmo, how's your morning cup of coffee going? Oh, this is going to be a fucking challenge and a half. Let's see how many tries it takes me to get this watering thing done. In the dark. Oh, I need to come back like a cunt here. There we go. You're departing. All right, I see you there.
"6303" on his hip, departing Bryson Station.
Alrighty. We're on the night train.
As soon as I get my audio stuff all set up again, I'll set up each proper message, so that way I just have to click them instead of having to type them all out so I can go back to doing the call out.
Well, you ain't got to go through all the hassle if it's bugging you. Yeah, if it's causing you issues, just run it streamlined for now. Sorry, kitty cat.
Well, technically, it's my fault because I decided now was the time to change my whole setup.
Was a bit odd.
The old way I had set for at least 15 plus years. It was more difficult than what I have now. The problem is this new setup was extremely hard to get working because I'm dealing with different channels that I have to separate and then they have to recombine back it to one location so that way I have full control over everything.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So yeah, just be aware you're gonna have a meet with 6515 at some point along the line. You're almost to Ella. She's at Dillsboro.
6303 on his hip, arriving Ella Station.
Yeah, we should make like a boatload of money when we get to Whittier with this train I've got.
There's one thing I've noticed, there's no turnaround tracks.
No, there's no loops. I think there's a couple of people that have asked for it. I don't know if we'll ever get them. I think they could potentially be cool additions to the game if used properly. Because, I mean, at that point, yeah, you could set the passenger train on a damn loop and let her go.
Well, I'm pretty sure that they did have turnaround tracks. Just boggles my mind that there is none in the game.
Alright, that passenger train's leaving Dillsboro now. Oh, fuck. I went too far. I'm going too far. I have the wrong train selected. I was going too far.
I'm going to need to take about a 2-minute break, maybe 5 minutes, but I'll be right back.
Okay. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. And tonight I would like you to consider smashing that like button, destroying that subscribe, obliterating that bell icon, and on the Twitch side of things, consider smashing that follow button or even that subscribe if you feel so inclined. And tonight I'd love if you did it with a Tiger tank with that mighty 88. Just blow them all to smither fucking reams for a Monday. And if this is the kind of content, you know, you want to be a part of, then you're more than willing to. We are taking all sorts of people. Alright. Come on, fit you bastards. All right. All right. how am I? Okay, so that's right. All right, yeah, I remember how to do this now. All right, so I need to run down the hill. And make sure all my points are set. Cool, the rest of these are ready to come out. Finish this, that's, yeah. It's a whole ass thing. $197 for 49 passengers. I'll take it. Even if I won't, I still will. Because I'm a cheap fuck. I need to get over here, actually. Because I need to look at Wilmot when I get here. I could perhaps make it, but the train's going to leave Whittier, and it takes off, and that section of track is just absolute hauling balls. AC 6000, good evening to ya. Hope you're having a fantastic one. How we doing, friend? How are we doing? If I don't close that, JJ will have a stroke. Alright, there we go. There we go. Oh, you're shitting me. Yeah, neither one of them. Yeah. Alright. That's waiting. I'll get up here. Just making sure all my handbrakes are free. Alright.
I'm assuming the other train is waiting on me.
No, you're gonna be pulling up to a red light here in a moment, and then you'll let that train pass you. And then once it passes you, you can roll on. Yeah, you'll be meeting there in Thomas Valley. I think it already departed. So you'll see it. All right. What in the name of Chuckle Fucks do I got? Oh my sweet God Almighty! Of course, it's PW1. 'Cause it's always fucking PW1. And you. I'm over here at Silver Paperboard just grunting and griping about the Tom Chuckle fuckery that is PW1. Ooh, I think we're doing that meet right now. Ooh, that's pretty neat. Oh, shit.
Wow, that was pretty smooth. I just had to switch the tracks after they crossed them, and none of them had to slow down.
Oh, I love that. Yeah, that's efficient railroading there. Good timing. That one that passed you is going to have a massive stop coming up here at Whittier. It's got... I think that those train cars were sitting at Silva Depot just collecting passengers for hours before I let it go. Just completely on accident. And because they had 2 complete cars full for Whittier Depot. All right. Come on. There you go. I like it. The pull
As long as the passengers get on the train, they cannot unload from the game itself. If they are stuck in the stations, then they despawned. And it causes a hit in your reputation, so as long as they're on the train, everything should be golden.
So the train that passed you was sitting down at Silva for like, I don't know, probably close to 5 or 6 hours, just with basically no water. We just left it unattended because we were handling the rest of the railroad. And then when you picked up the engine you did, we needed to get that one out of the way, so I just started running it. So, I mean, it don't hurt because it'll because it has so many people on it. My theory is that the game will read that and will propagate a reasonable number of people to ride in response to that. You know, kind of like a supply demand type deal. I'm kind of hoping the supply and demand type deal with the passengers kicks in with the late night run, though. I'm going to be very sadly disappointed when I look at that train when it leaves, when it gets to Whittier and it has like 15 people on it total. Oh, right now. Yeah, see, it has it's probably about to drop off like, I don't know, 150 people, and it's about to pick up 47. So it's not as good as I want it to be, but I'll take it because I don't really have much else of an option. I'll watch this unload for a second. I don't know why I was doing that. Yeah, we're just waiting on this front car to finish. Which is the dumb one. This one has two passengers for Rhoda in the car, and the rest are for fucking Whittier. It's an 84 passenger car. I don't know. Whittier must have like a strip club or something, because everyone must. Whittier must be fucking popping or something. Waiting on that finance tab. Gonna wait for that to just pop up and see what happens. Come on. We're not gonna sit here all freaking day. There it is. Oh, Jesus. That was awful. Not too bad, honestly. 151. 151 people got off. I said 100, about 150. $363. It's not our best, but it's not our worst work. It's not our worst work. It's the night shift. It's bound to happen. Oh. Yep. Alright. Getting down here to the hill. This part might be a bit tricky.
There's also less people that get on trains at nighttime.
Well, yes. That is quite well known. It's just, I don't know. I was making a joke because, all those people were stuck on that train for 6 hours. I don't know. They all got off and wanted to go to the titty bar. I don't know. They were all getting off in Whittier. I was trying to be funny. Come on. Then we're going to find out how much Parsons Tannery and Silva Paperboard is going to pay us, because I know today we've done it, I think we were able to somehow time 2 full deliveries to there. Because I had paperboard pretty much completely filled. Hey Ford, how we doing, buddy? Hope you're having a great night. Welcome to the stream. I'll come over here and deal with that in a minute. You're fine. Yeah, take your time if your sound crashed. Ford, it's going okay. I'm doing a pulpwood train. Gizmo's running a passenger train, and I'm also assisting running the other passenger train. We're just doing a little nighttime hauling here, night shift. I would... Sure, how big was it? How big was the train? What was the weight? How'd you haul a 50-car train and it was only 700 tons? That doesn't quite... I could see it being like 20s. You sure it wasn't like 3,700 tons? Because, like, the coal cars, 10 of them is like 700 tons. Welcome back, Gizmo. That's okay. Our on the GLR, our biggest train by weight is 7,100 tons, and it was 89 cars. Ah, I see.
Testing testicles.
Yes, we hear you loud and clear. So you're aware, Gizmo, I have a pulpwood train heading eastbound your direction. So when you have your train heading reverse back towards Dillsboro, I will keep in mind of where it's at for you.
I run a 2PC setup plus other devices, and if I do not boot them up in the correct order, then one of them will not boot up when it comes to the sound drivers, and I was too impatient, so I started them all up at the same time. So in return, one of the audio drivers failed to start.
They love it when our audio drivers failed to start.
Holy shit, my train made it all the way to Sylvia already.
Yeah, I've been watching it on the map. Wow. Almost $4,000. Gee Willikers, friend.
It would have been 2,000 if the train was full. It was full when I left.
Yes, that is eventually bound to happen. Be right back, gonna grab a snack. Sasakira with the follow. Thank you, my friend, and welcome.
I'm going to refuel Big Iron because I don't think it's going to make it all the way down to Alarka.
That's fine.
I'm gonna leave the passenger cars on the main track here at Bryson, and then I'm going to move the engine to get water and coal.
Acknowledged. I'm over here at Silver Paperboard, picking up the other train. I had some cars I had to pick up, some cars I had to set down. It is the top of the hour, so thank you all so much for stopping by, hanging out, hitting that follow, like, and subscribe on all the other platforms. I'm your host, Desert Fox. Episode 33 of Railroader. We're joined here with Gizmo. She's running the passenger trains. We were joined with JJ earlier. It is blah 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 blah. It is about to be the morning of day 43. Yeah, it'll be day 43. And yeah, I'm over here. Like I said, I'm over here at Silver Paperboard cleaning up some stuff, picking up these 5 cars, and I got a pulpwood train heading towards me. Well, I did. gonna jump back over to the pulpwood train for a few minutes. Kind of need to babysit this big bitch. You can't see a goddamn thing. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Well, alright, so for my issue specifically, it is I am constantly finding myself in the darkest areas of the entire map. Yeah, which is ridiculous. When I'm watching you or JJ play this game, your guys' nighttime is so much brighter and clearer than mine. Then we get to mine, and it's like the abysmal black darkness of night. That's funny. Again, sorry. The coughing is from me getting regaining my voice. And then there's like certain spots of the track that are just really, really bright. Even at night. How do I turn that off? Maybe I'm supposed to play this game in first person at night or something. I don't know. Yeah, it can be a bit of a pain in my butt. I just need them to like put an in-game brightness tab or something, like a gain nodule or something for the brightness for at nighttime. Yep, gamma and brightness. Alright, here we're pulling up to Barker's. I got a couple cars to pick up here. See, like right there is not too bad. Like I'm along the river. If you're along the river and you have no trees, like it's one of the, like, you know, there's certain spots along the river. You know, I can actually like, oh, okay, I can see. My eyes adjust to the actual moonlight. But there's like certain areas like Alarka and Connolly Creek that under the cover of the trees you can't see shit. Yeah, you'd have to take a screenshot of that and send it to me. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, Gizmo. Come on. Oh, you big squandering bitch, you better roll. Yes, I know you're pushing 1,700 tons, but you'll be okay. You'll be perfectly all right. Also, for those of you unadvised or ill-informed, the Steam sale is up right now, and I just got a hydrate from Gizmo. Thank you. No, just straight up, I need to remind myself every so often to keep drinking something for my voice, because even since the start of the stream, I have, over the course of these 2 hours, I have felt my voice get weak. There's certain notes in my own tone that I can tell are just weaker. And I think you guys can actually start to hear it. It's like almost like at the top of my throat, the top of my voice there, like right here. But I will push on for a while longer, because I miss you fuckfaces. It's Monday. And I haven't really done a really good stream on a Monday in about 3 weeks. Okay, now that's out of the way. I can get back up here to do what I was. Oh, Jesus Christ. Everything just propagated. And sorry if it stutters for you for a second. But yeah, no, I'll go to my voice. Pretty much can't. I'll know. We'll probably end here in about 45-ish. Go about 3 tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow I can go 4 or 4.5.
Don't move the train on his hip at Sylvia. It's still filling up.
Excuse me. Not touching it. I'm moving the other engine near it, 21. I'm getting it out of the way for the upcoming pulpwood train about to come flying through. I'll come over here real quick, though. I am going to come over here and check my points and make sure all my points are normalized so I don't have any, happy accidents with these trains. So did you take over the other passenger train then? While the one down in Bryson is doing its thing?
Yeah, because once you get to Sylvia, it's pretty much just empty, so I like to at least let it sit there until daylight or until it's more halfway filled. And then, by that time, I'm on the other train again. Get down to Larka.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because these trains, because of their spacing, they would have just kept meeting like every 3 or 4 stations. So I think that was yeah. Spacing them back out is fine. Once we get the engine down, once your train gets down to Alarka, I'll check it again. Some upcoming pieces of information for you folks for the live streaming schedule. So next week, next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the days I'm off from my actual regular job, my streaming schedule will be a lot broader. I will be putting out a bunch of hours of content. Pretty much if I don't make plans with my friends or bandmates or anything like that, I'm going to be streaming. I will not be, or my parental obligations. The kids go on spring break. I have a son, but he is going on vacation with his mother, and so one of those things where I will have some extra free time, and I would like to devote that free time to y'all and your viewing eyes, if you'll have me. So yes, next week the streaming schedule will change just a little bit. We're probably going to start earlier in the evening. My goal is to probably go live like 4 o'clock my time. And just go till I can't. Go till I physically can't. So, yeah, this week is going to be kind of preparing for that. So tonight we're going to go about 3 hours. And tomorrow we'll go about 4.5. And then Wednesday I aim to go about 4.5 or 5. Get myself ready for next week. Yeah. Take that opportunity to hang out with y'all a little bit more. So yes, Gizmo. So you're aware. Next week I'll be available a little bit more frequently in the early part of the week. sent me the video in my DMs. I got you. Oh, make sure the sound's off. Jesus. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Compared to how dark it is, like, I'm at Dillsboro, like, right now. Like, and I can actually... Okay, so, like, Dillsboro, I can see it, and I'm familiar with the area because of pretty much kind of muscle memory. But, like, watching that video is night and day different.
That video there shows you stock settings of brightness. And then I toggle it on with my mod copy, changes the shader of it in, then I toggle it on and off, so that's technically what I see at night. That's what technically the streaming side would see, and I can also record it on the main computer, and show you the difference between the main computer and the streaming computer.
That's one way to stop a 2,000-ton train.
I swear to God, we should put the camera on your end, and my end, and pretty much put them together. And then we both take a screenshot at the same time of the same view. And mine would still be brighter. I have no idea why, that is no clue whatsoever.
Yeah, me either. It's just one of those things. Damn it. Yeah. It's just one of them things. It'll probably get better over time. I am curious, as we're pulling up here to the top of the day, of the new day, I don't remember if I derailed anything or not. So the new reports will come in and tell me just how much of a good or
My
bad
only
rail.
guess would have to be because I'm running an HDR screen. Other than that, I have no clue.
Yeah, I'd have absolutely zero clue, dear. I would not know. We'll go check Roxanne. I know I gotta go do the shunting down here, and it's probably time to do a log switch out, ain't it? I got 2.9. I got one full log car left. God damn. I put that thing in way earlier today.
I wonder if JJ fell in the toilet.
No, I'm assuming with the time translation the way it is, I'm loosely assuming he had a doctor's appointment or some sort of other personal affair that he had to get to. Maybe he had a lunch with friends. Like the other night, I had to step away because my band called.
Well, let's keep creating a story of what actually happened to JJ. Let's make up the most crazy story so then we can clip it. And we can send it to JJ and see who was the closest.
Okay, so mutant kangaroos armed with Russian-made AK-47s. Like, we're talking like mutant super soldier, like super sentient kangaroos. Like, they speak English. They talk shit to us. And they are starting the apocalypse in Australia. I'm going to go with the outlandish one. I normally go with the realistic one. I want to go with the crazy one this time.
Fuck. Never mind, you already won as soon as you fucking said kangaroos. With fucking Russian AK-47, that did it for me. You won this round, Fox.
Yes. To that, I hydrate. No, shit.
Oh, that made me laugh so fucking hard. I'm in tears right now.
Good. Everyone needs a good laugh. I think is Dune in theaters? The movie Dune, is it in theaters right now? I think he was either going to see that or at some point here, and then like I know he mentioned it to me like a week or two ago. The time zones get blurry. I work night shift, so that time is of a weird illusion. Yeah, so for reference, stream viewers and YouTube VOD watchers, the voice problem got so bad that on last Friday, prior to St. Patrick's Day, the Friday, 2 days, prior to this most recent St. Patrick's Day that has passed, which was yesterday. So happy belated St. Patrick's Day to anyone who had to work, like me. But on Friday, I actually had to stay home from work and completely rest my voice because I woke up and for a good portion of the day, until I had about 3 cups of tea, pretty much nothing but honey, my voice was nothing, like my vocal cords were nothing but squeaks and squawks. And then eventually the muscles just kind of, whatever's up there, the muscles just kind of relaxed, and then this voice came back, my low end speaking voice. I have not tried like my singing voice or like my head voice, falsetto, any of that stuff. I haven't tried it, but my projection, I have a very projection voice. My voice can project very well. At work, it's very vital that I use that voice to make my calls to my managers and supervisors correctly, so they're, it was to the point that I sounded about as loud as a sick cat meowing, and I sounded like a raspy, emphysema-riddled Long Island woman. I sounded like I was from Brooklyn. But it was way squeakier. Way more raspy. Even now, like, I can tell, like, I can't go to my high-end voice. Like, I can't go up here. You can hear it really, really bad. There's no air. It'll be back in a week. It's also the first real time I've tested in about 3 or 4 days, so I mean...
I'm sorry, I can't get the kangaroo with the AK-47Z. It reminds me of Tank Girl, the comic book and the movie, because in that movie they genetically engineered the humans with kangaroo DNA as well as other DNA, so they had humanoid-type kangaroos, which is funny and crazy.
It is. Because like... Here in America, like, and I know like JJ's kind of debunked the myth of the kangaroo a little bit. We're kind of led to believe that kangaroos are not to be trusted. They are apparently giant pricks to our knowledge. But I love all animals, so I don't want to see nothing bad happen. No, I'm not going to get there in time. I'm going to be like a minute late to delivering these cars, and that sucks.
Are you telling me there's a time limit though? Because it's hitting past the 24-hour mark. I see.
Oh, and of course, I ended up on the wrong track. Because I was tabbed out for a second. But yeah, so the day resets at, obviously at 2400. So we get paid for the train I'm delivering at midnight. So if I were to say get these cars dropped off right this very second, and they started the unloading process and say they unloaded 5 tons off of a couple of cars, I would get paid. We would get paid, not I. Sorry. We would get paid for that couple of tons on top of all of the other tonnage that has been delivered throughout the night, or throughout the entire day. That's why I was kind of hoping I would have got this train here a little bit sooner, because it would have had a little time to cook, to marinate, to get.
I wonder why you were tabbed out, Sir Fox.
Actually, I was doing a bitrate check. About every 10 minutes or so, since I had bitrate issues and Doc pointed it out, I wanted to make sure that I don't have those issues. So let's take a look. Ooh, operational safety percentage. Safety rating went up another 4 points to 82%. We went up overall to 105%. Oh god, here comes a game stutter. Oh wow, we paid $233 for 46.6 hours of engineer services. That's like $5 an hour. I'm gonna get in trouble with a wage commission. Jesus Christ. We have delivered 600 tons of pulpwood to each location for a whopping total of $29.70 from each. And we delivered 93.9 logs for $5,162. I like it, I love it, and I want some more of it.
What's supposed to be the steepest grade on this map to me? I feel like Alarka is pretty damn steep.
The mines up there in the mines are pretty steep, but the actual steepest grade is between Nantahala and Topton. That one section of map, it's right there at Topton and coming off the other side of it. Between Nantahala and Topton, I think is 4.8%, and then the other side of Topton, heading to Rhoda and Wesser Rhoda. I'm sorry. Like heading towards Andrews is roughly 4.4, 4.5. If you do shunting at Alarka with the coal cars, it's I think a 2.8. It's a really good practice grade for the big grade, like the red marble, that big one, the 4.8. And then we don't run it yet, but I think eventually, you know, if we get enough active bodies consistently, I think we'll eventually open up Walker, and that has like a 3.2 or a 3.1, and it's a little bit different. It's a different set of challenges because it's a lot lower speed limit. So the power that goes up there, and there's not a lot of space, so the power up there is very. You got to put something specific there. But yeah.
I'm literally going 13 miles an hour.
Where are you at? I got you. 1 second. Let me take a look. No, that's why. So you passed an approach signal?
South going into Alarka.
Okay. So you passed an approach signal at some point, and when you pass an approach, the AI reduces speed to 15 miles an hour. Some of them are 25, some of them are 30, but the one near Alarka, if you go through it, it's a 15 mile an hour because of the grade. And it's you just go into your orders and you just hit resume speed, and it'll go back to the previous orders you had set, and it'll basically bypass what it's giving you trouble doing.
That literally went over my head.
Okay, So in road mode on the engine, when you're by a signal, there will be a button. And sometimes that button will say pass signal, and sometimes that button will say resume speed. If it says resume speed, it is because you went through a light that you were supposed to go through, but it was at a reduced speed for a set purpose. Whatever that purpose may be, I don't know.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there you go. I always got your back, Giz. You know this. Is that Supermarket Simulator any good? Have you played it?
No idea. I just find it funny that people would actually play that game over another game when you could literally walk out the door and go to the supermarket. I don't understand it.
I think it's just the big simulator craze. I think simulator games are kind of like when. Do you remember when Grand Strategy got like its first boom in the mid 2000s, late 90s, like Age of Empires, and then you had the Medieval 2, you had Rome, and you had Rome 2. You know, like Total War games, the original ones. You had like Grand Strategy had like its early gaming video game like heyday. I think simulators in the same regard, Supermarket Simulator, Farming Simulator, any of these train simulators we're getting now, every single one of them looks arguably better than the one before it. So, I mean, I think this is just a natural evolution of a genre of games getting its time in the spotlight. That time in the spotlight and being relative, because obviously we all still have to bow down to the fucking assholes that are first-person shooters. Sorry, my Call of Duty players. Y'all can get fucked. Playing more educated game. No, I'm kidding. I don't care what you play. Play what you want. Play for your enjoyment. I'm just teasing you. I was a Call of Duty person too. But I just haven't played in a very long time.
I understand what you mean by that, but to my brain, it breaks the idea and the illusion, because I can literally go out my front door and get in my car and go to a supermarket, which is crazy. To my brain, I think my fault is I'm taking reality into account when I shouldn't be.
Yeah, because in Supermarket Simulator, you could basically sit there with your microphone on, look at those customers. Like, Supermarket Simulator would be the perfect game for me. Maybe not to stream, but to sit here and play with y'all, because then you all would really get some honest, authentic, like, and I feel like this would go for anyone that's worked in food service or at a grocery store or in retail. Anyone who's had to deal with the assholes that come with any of these job markets, I feel like they like my sister. She's a server. She's been a bartender, waitress. She's worked at restaurants and at grocery stores. She actually texted me and asked me if I streamed that game. And I said, no, I don't. I actually never had even heard of it. And she goes, you need to check it out. Just because of, my job history, my career. And she goes, I think when I watch this game, I find it so relaxing, because she, like, the players, like, it's like, hello, how are you? Go fuck yourself. To a customer, just like because it allows you to actually do the thing that you want to do in real life. Which is like kind of like why I'm almost addicted to this game still. Because I know I will probably never really have a chance to really drive a train for revenue. And that's okay. I just want to do it in the game. So, like, I like this type of simulator-ish type of deal. And I'm not calling Railroader a simulator. It's partially a simulator and, like, partially a strategy logistics game. But, like, I do consider this partially a bit of the simulator-esque. It's got the simulator traits. And so with that, I don't know. I really don't know, man. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, though. You got to remember that. As we get into a little bit of a tangent. Sorry, Giz. Like, okay. Good example. I like Helldivers. I like the concept. I don't think it's my game. I think it's a really cool game. And shooting space bugs for fascist space democracy seems like a cool-ass game. And I'm pretty sure I do that with Animate and Stellaris. But I think I am just at that point right now where I am extremely burnt out on the tradition, almost like the quote-unquote first-person shooter games. You know, I'll still play a couple rounds of, War Thunder here and there. I think I'm just at a point in my gaming life where I don't want to play them. I just don't. I would rather do the strategy game of it. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I don't know if that's just something like a phase. It's not a phase, Mom. You got it for free. Well, yeah, because that's just, the way the cookie crumbles. All right. All right, gang. I think I'm gonna call it here for the night, guys. Giz, you don't have to stop your train. You can keep running. Do what you're doing. But I just want to take a second and say thank you to everyone that has stopped by, that has hit that follow button, that has smashed that like button, destroyed that subscribe on YouTube, on the YouTube side of things, and at the same time over here on Twitch. Like, the love y'all have sent me and showed me, I feel it. And thank you guys. Thank you gals. Thank you everyone. Anyone I may have missed. And yeah. Tomorrow we're going to go probably about 4 hours. 4.5 is the goal. And then hopefully I can go about 5.5 the day after on Wednesday. But until then, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I've been your host, Desert Fox. She has been Gizmo, the Gizmonator, the Gizmoist of the Gizmos. JJ, he was here earlier. My boy JJ, you have yourself a good night. I will do one more hydrate for the Gizmo. But if you guys want to be a part of this, hit that GLR link. Come join us on the Discord. Come say hello. I'd love to get to chat to some of y'all. If not, just smash that follow button for me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Salute.